I'm Adam Marino.
And I'm Mike Marino. That's right, we're related.
We are two cousins talking music and how it relates to us.
And why it should relate to you.
This is How It's Related. Yo.
Hi.
You're like, oh, I didn't know.
And how does the day find you? Well, Rabbi, well.
Read some books. All right, it is another episode of How It's Related, and I'm excited because, like I said, I'm doing two things right now. I'm going to explain something to you listening, and I'm going to explain it literally to you live right now.
Who is also listening.
Yeah, because you're like, I don't know what's going on. So we've teased this a little bit, and basically because it is March, we want to do our version of March Madness, and the way that we're going to do it is, and I'm going to show this on the screen now, so now you're looking at it. This is a typical bracket, and this is, if you notice, there's different zones. So there's the East, there's the West, and there's 4 number 1 seeds. And the way that we're going to do this is we're going to have 4 genres. So we're going to have rap and R&B as a genre. We're going to have country music as a genre. We're going to have pop music, and we're going to have rock and roll. So those are the 4 quadrants. Each quadrant is going to have 16 bands or artists or what have you, and then they're going to battle. And so we're going to go through, and first we're going to go through and give you one by one. We'll give you just the way that if you are a fan of college basketball and you see on Selection Sunday, what they do is it's like Bryant Gumbel or like whoever the guy is and Charles Barkley, and like they go through and they're like, let me tell you something, this is terrible because this guy didn't. Okay.
Hold on. I think Charles Barkley's here. Charles? That was weird. Did you hear that? Anyway, sorry.
I'm not in your head, so the voices only talk to you. That's a different show.
Sure. Sure.
So, all right. So what happens is they break down and show like, okay, Tennessee's playing UCLA, and they break down by region, and that's what we're doing. So your region is, the first one we're going to do is rock and roll. So this is the rock and roll region, if you will. So what we're going to do is just break down by region, or in this case, genre. And so you have our first region.
Yeah.
And it's rock and roll. And so we're going to go through this, and normally when you do these types of lists, you say things like, okay, this is in no particular order. Nay, my friend, nay.
Well, oh, crap.
Because it is literally saying that the 16 seed is seeded that way because it has the lowest chance of winning the championship.
Oh, all right.
So that's fine because we can go through it, and that's okay. Do that again.
I had pudding. Okay, so my list then is not in the order of importance. This is just,
and that's what we need to do.
A block.
No, and that's totally fine.
Okay.
So that's okay. So
I did not understand the assignment.
So I have my phone, and I can totally. So okay, let us look here, and all right. So let's go through this. What is your best guess at which band has the lowest chance of advancing if it battles against another, artist? Like, which is the least out of those?
Oh, I mean, there's a couple on here.
Okay.
There's a in the like artistic creation world, there's a saying, kill your babies. You have to be able to kill your babies. So
These are all your babies.
if I'm listening, and actually no, there's a caveat to that. But anyway, I mean, lowest chance of winning the whole shebang. Faith No More.
Okay.
Or Misfits.
Okay. Let's go through them. All right, keep going.
Okay. So I'm just gonna.
Because I'm keeping track for you. Because
All right.
you have it there. So
I have this I numbered this list just so that I'm counting to 16 for me is like.
Right.
It's pretty difficult. So I numbered them. That took a half an hour. This list was way more painstaking and difficult than I thought it would be. I was like, yeah, I'll just crap out a list real quick. It'll be fine. No, man, because here's the thing. There are so many that deserve to be on this arbitrary nonsense list and this thing that we're doing. And a short list of honorable mentions would be like a 5-hour episode. So It's like there's a lot of stuff that belongs on here, and I'm maybe even missing some. But like, I basically thought my criteria for what made it on the list was, is it, I mean, obviously good music. Is it something that I like? It's partially opinion based, and some of these on here I don't like that much, but just you have to give them the nod. Also, influential status. You know what this group existing gave birth to this and this and this, and so that that counts for something, and success and all that, and being a household name and everything. So the first, being like a rock guy, the first band that came to mind for me was Black Sabbath, and I mean they gave birth to one. I mean their albums still hold up. All of them are, I mean, start to finish, really great. So
they would be in the top 8 because there's a top 8 and a bottom 8.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
There are some obvious top 8s on here.
Who's in your bottom 8?
My bottom 8. We're just going on the bottom. Okay.
Faith No More, Misfits.
And
I'm keeping track.
This is very controversial because I don't agree with this, but realistically, Pixies.
Do you guys notice how he can't just give the bands? There's like
because
story.
I begrudgingly say that the Pixies they're in bottom 8.
Yeah.
But Pixies is...
But they deserve to be in the list.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. All right, keep going.
Iron Maiden.
Okay, I dig.
Honestly, still in the bottom 8, Foo Fighters.
Dude.
Yeah, fight me.
No, because I'm excited to see who's... All right, keep going.
Muse. They're better than Collective Soul. Guess who's not on this list?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're at 6. You got 2 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Van Halen.
Okay.
Which hurts me to say.
Uno mas. You got 1 more.
And
these next 8 after this then is going to be killer.
Rolling Stones.
All right.
So technically, I have 17 on here, but I can delete one because I put 2 groups in the same category, thinking that one would belong in a different category, although that's arguable.
Yeah. All right. So now your top 8.
Top 8. I should have crossed some of these out somehow.
Because I got you, though.
My top 8, Black Sabbath, Metallica, say what you will. I don't care. You don't understand. If you don't agree with that one, you don't understand.
No, I'm on board.
I'm talking to the world right now.
Yeah. All right.
Mom.
Okay.
Nirvana.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom Petty. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Queen.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin. This one, I put an asterisk next to this one. And then, no, Led Zeppelin, I put an asterisk next to. And then, for the sake of going all the way back, and still this brings like a, well, what about this and this and this? Elvis Presley. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not even putting his last name. I mean, that already says a lot.
Prelvis Esley.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The Beatles are on here,
Okay.
but that then technically makes 17.
Metallica, Black Sabbath, Nirvana, Tom Petty, Queen, Led Zeppelin, Elvis, the Beatles. That's 8. And then Faith No More, Misfits, Pixies, Iron Maiden, Foo Fighters, Muse, Van Halen, Rolling Stones. That's 16.
Oh, Pink Floyd. I forgot. Pink Floyd is in the top.
Gotcha.
I missed that one.
So
I write like a 5-year-old.
So who would you say, if you were to match up this band against, you without giving it away, the other list, Michael Jackson is going to be in there somewhere on these other lists. That Kenny Rogers or I'm just thinking for country, Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson's going to be on there, right? And who has the best chance of knocking down all of those when we do it? Who has the best chance? That's your number 1 seed. So that's what I'm saying. So who is your number 1? I know, but you have to. That's how.
I hate this.
That's why I love it. And that's why there's so much debate.
And this is such like a my dad can beat up your dad thing, Like, just,
I know.
Okay.
I know. It's your podcast. If someone doesn't like it, they can start their own.
My knee-jerk reaction to that is the Beatles is going to win everything.
Then that's fair, dude.
They are going.
They're the number 1 seed. All right. So, number 1, the Beatles. Now let me ask you this. Who has the easiest chance of getting knocked off? Who's your 16?
Misfits.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, after the Beatles, who... I mean, see, my knee-jerk says Rolling Stones then. Knee-jerk. But...
I mean, just because, in an obligatory sense, yeah. If this is opinion-based, is this fact-based, is this... I mean, this is very much fantasy, but
Right, which this is the criteria. So it's awards...
And I feel like you kind of have to leave your opinions at the door a little bit.
A little bit.
A little.
But we're saying this is based on longevity, awards, world-changing... You could say some of these bands change the world, bro.
My number 2 then would be Nirvana. Longevity is not a thing there, but
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But see, all right. So I think we have a good idea of what. Again, the basic rules are going to be factored in as longevity. By the way, the word longevity doesn't mean you were together, because Rolling Stones. It's impossible for anyone to beat Rolling Stones then, right? They literally just won, best whatever, right? We talked about that on this very show.
Apparently they still do write their own songs.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So what I'm saying, though, is that it doesn't mean longevity in that way. It means, is their music timeless? And do you see people still wearing their T-shirts? That's why Nirvana.
So rather than longevity, legacy would be the thing.
Fair.
Yeah.
So legacy, and then world-changing, the Beatles incorporated feedback on purpose on a record. What? What? Right? So they invented the music video. Those are things that is okay, Nirvana, they, just completely made a genre. They, were the... they encompassed the genre. That's world changing, right? So these are the things that we're looking for in country, in pop, in hip hop and R&B, and obviously today we're talking about rock and roll. And so this is the criteria. We'll leave you with the list. So here is our list headed by a one Mike Marino. I'll head my own list. We will work together on rap and hip hop and R&B, and then we're actually going to have AI do country and see what it gets. I'm going to give it all the information. I'm going to basically give it this transcript, and I'm going to say, make a country 1 through 16. And it's going to be good. It truly is. It's going to be funny to see.
On that subject, real quick, side note, that it's worth a quick YouTube search of AI generated country songs. Just you'll have a good laugh for an hour or so.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, again, we will leave you with Mike's list. This is 1 through 16 rock and roll.
Misfits, Faith No More, Iron Maiden, Pixies, Muse, Foo Fighters, Tom Petty, Van Halen, Metallica, Pink Floyd, Queen, Black Sabbath, Rolling Stones, Elvis, Nirvana, and number 1, the Beatles.
All right, there you have it. We will see you next week.
This week, I love you.
Okay, so if you happen to like this episode, please tell a friend.
And if you didn't like this episode, please tell nobody.
Be sure to like and subscribe on Apple and Spotify and, of course, YouTube.
Follow us on social media as the links are in the show notes.
Remember to check out our next episode where we will tell you how it's related.